What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode
on?
83 of Cigars Unbanded. Tonight we are smoking cigar number 2 out of the small batch pack for July. I'm joined by Johnny, Mike, and Felipe, and we got a special guest tonight. The Old Fogie Stogie himself,
Hey,
Sean,
guys.
is joining the panel. What's going on, everybody?
Thank you very much.
Well,
If you guys would indulge me for a moment, I've prepared a statement to start the show off. I'd like to read it if you don't mind.
The floor is yours.
First off, I'm like, as a first-time guest, I feel it's my responsibility to set the tone for the show. Full disclaimer, I did not suck the glass dick, nor did I snort any white substances before I arose at this show. Promise. So I have full cognitive control over my jawbone. It does know how to unhinge and relax and allow other jawbones to function normally. With that being said, do you guys need me to sit here in silence so y'all can talk without texting or commenting to get a word out, period? I promise I will not judge or label you as cigar nerds or any variation thereof. I feel like after the Scrawny Ronnie debacle that you all need to catch up a full episode. I am sensitive to your needs. So let me take you to where I am right now. I'm like, diddle-loo, 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 diddle-loo. Okay. Right now, being here with you guys, I honestly feel like Wayne and Garth backstage with Alice Cooper. You know, I'm like, we're not worthy. We're not worthy. I suck. You know what I mean? It's a privilege for me to be here, and just a short while ago, I just got into cigars, and I started watching you all right off the bat, and I really dug what you were doing. And for me to be here with you guys now, smoking a cigar and talking and sharing things with the people, I feel like Cinderella at the ball, guys. So thank you very, very much for inviting me. I'm really glad to be here.
Absolutely, man. We're happy to have you. I mean, we haven't talked too much outside of texting. Yesterday we got you in Cud.
Yeah, that was great.
That was a good experience. I don't think you were ready for all of the people to pop in, but we had a full house when everyone saw you in there.
Oh man, that was really cool. And then like Alex was there and got to meet him, and he was like, "Hey, send me your address and I'll send you some stuff." And I was like, "Really?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Wow, that was killer, dude.
That's awesome.
Absolutely cool."
Very nice. As Hound Dog would say, Fogie for life.
Man, I appreciate that guy so much, man. I watch a lot of his stuff, and he's just turned me on to so many great cigars and everything, and just the way he is like, sought me out and been in my corner and everything. It's pretty great.
Yeah, I mean, let's get into it because you've been making content for only a few months, right? Hasn't been that long.
2 months.
Yeah,
2 months. I'm up to 110 subscribers, and I have several of my videos that are 400 plus views, and getting a lot of comments and a lot of kickbacks and a lot of love from a lot of people. Shout out to Dr. G at Rise and Grind. He's really, brought me into his realm and supported me and pimped my channel and everything. And it's just been really great, just the overwhelming acceptance that I have found in this community. And it's exactly what I've been looking for. So it's like, I am super happy.
Nice. What drew you to starting your own channel? Was there anything that kind of sprung that on?
Well, I've been a content creator for a while. So I do barbecue, competition barbecue. And I started a channel called Chunk Light Barbecue. And to give you a little background on that, I used to be a couple 100 pounds heavier than I am now. And when I grew up in high school, my nickname was Chunky. I used to walk around the school and had sweatpants that had chunky stuff out of the ass and shit, you know. And so I was chunky, and everybody knew me as chunky for a long time. So I lost all this weight, so now I'm chunk light, you know. And so I've got that channel, and then I'm also into vinyl records, and one of my hobbies is I repair old stereo equipment, like old amps and receivers and turntables and stuff like that. So I've got another channel. It's called the Hi-Fi Jedi, and so I've been making content for a while, and like I said, I'm also a Part 107 drone pilot. I've been a licensed drone pilot for 10 years now, and I love flying drones. In fact, I went out and flew today. It was great. I just needed to just go fly. And so I had another channel that was called Kansas City Dronographics. We did that for a while. So I've been doing it for a long time, but it's been kind of hit and miss. But I really felt like from what I was seeing in the cigar world and what you guys are doing with the great things that you all do, I was just like, man, I want to be a part of that, and I want to put content out, and but I wanted to do it in a different way. You know what I mean? I wanted to do my own thing. Like you said, Peter, you was like, man, Fogie's doing his thing, and that's exactly what I want to do, and so you've seen a lot of my graphics, you've seen a lot of my stuff. I have a heavy photographic background. My dad sold cameras for a living when I was coming up. So I started shooting like professional cameras and stuff when I was like 6 years old, like Mamiya, RB67s and, big format stuff, and had a dark room in my house. And so, Dad and Grandpa had, film cameras, little 8mm. So, I've been around that kind of stuff my entire life. So, I'm pretty versed with a lot of things and lighting and all that kind of stuff. So it's pretty easy for me, but it's just something that I like to do, and I love getting on the computer. I love editing, I love trying to come up with something new and cool and unique, So that was it's just fun for me, man. It's just, it keeps me from going out and spending a bunch of money on stupid shit, So
I don't know. It sounds like you got a lot of hobbies. Sounds like you're spending a lot of money somewhere.
Well, but here's the thing though, man. If you can make it to where you can monetize your hobbies, even if you don't make any money, but you can do it yourself for free because you're making a little bit of money scratch on the side, that's where it's at. You know what I mean? Being able to do that and just break even and have fun without having to dig into your own wallet too deep.
Yeah, because God knows YouTube's not going to monetize us anytime soon. So, what are you going to do?
And I'm not even looking for that either. I'm really not. You know what I mean? I don't have any aspirations of sitting around making videos and cashing a $12,000 check every month.
No. Break even wouldn't be bad though. Breaking even's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we got some guys already talking about the cigar. If you're in the chat smoking along with us, let us know what you guys are getting off the initial half inch or so that we're in. We'll take a few puffs here and go around the panel, kind of call out anything we're getting. Sean, you're the guest of the hour, so take a puff, gather your thoughts, and let us know what you're getting on the cigar.
Off the initial puff, I'm getting a smoke taste. Tastes like smoke.
Yes.
No, but all seriousness aside here, I'm getting kind of just a mellow punch right in the top of my nose, and it's almost like it's almost like taking a bottle of what do I want to say? Let me hit it one more time. It really tastes like a man. I can't come up with the word for it. Give me a minute. You guys go ahead. And
we'll come back to you. We'll come back to you. That's the problem with this show is when you start talking, you're not focusing. And then whenever I'm like, tell me what you're tasting, everyone's like, oh, shit.
Yeah, and then you're on the spot.
Right. But Michael in the comments is saying he's getting a dry roasted peanut that's coming in clear as day now. Okay. Johnny OCD, what do you got over there, buddy?
Real quick, my audio okay?
You can hear the fan.
Yes.
You can?
Yeah. I just tested it to see.
That I saw you muted me. Sorry to whatever. Listen, mute me, go around, I'll come back. I already have my
good
thought.
start. All right. Felipe, what are you getting on this cigar, man?
Since I'm a real professional over here, unlike Johnny, no, I'm just kidding. It's it's got some black pepper on the retro, and I'm getting lots of barbecue, like mesquite, some dark chocolate too. It's rich.
Carby?
Yeah, I'm getting on the draw. There's I guess mesquite explains it well because I went with like a smoky cedar or something. It's almost a little bit savory. On the retro, there's like a leathery sweetness with like the spice almost has like a little bit of a floral thing going to it. And then on the finish, it's nutty, but then there's like this kind of toffee like sweetness.
Yeah.
I'm digging it.
Okay.
So I'm going to say that pretty much the spice taste that I'm tasting is like majorum. You know what I mean? It's like a low grade pepper, that has just a little bit of like a floral spice to it. It's supposed to be tangy. I'm picking that up. And honestly, on the French exhale, guys, what I'm tasting is black truffle, man. I'm serious. It's black truffle on the French exhale.
Johnny, what do you have to add?
Initial light up. First off, I feel like I've already smoked this. Let's just get that out of the way.
Yeah.
Super gritty black pepper through the retro. I loved it for the briefness that it was there. Through the retro, though, it's kind of transitioned to like this spiced plum for me, along with like a spiced cedar. So there's still spice like through the nose. There's spice on my palate right now as I'm talking. But on the palate, I'm getting what I believe to be like bourbon. I'm not a drinker, but I'm getting like brown sugar bourbon, or what I think bourbon would kind of taste like on the palate with some black gritty pepper. I actually really like this cigar.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm digging it too.
Yeah, for me, I'm getting a lot of leather, coffee. Black pepper is pretty prominent on the palate for me. It's there on the retro, but it's more tame. It's more faint. There is that spicy floral component that I'm getting. I think Carpy said he's getting that. Someone called it out. Outside of that, it's not too complex. I'm not hating it at the start. It seems like it's going to develop hopefully into something pretty good. So not a bad start. We'll see how it goes. Any call outs in the chat, Felipe? Did you see anything?
Right here. So zero sweetness, leather and coffee, floral, nutty, long finish.
Okay.
Yeah, baby.
What's up, Terrence? See, we're on the same page.
Yeah, for me, this cigar is really sweet. It's odd.
Really?
I'm getting
lingering.
We are on number 2, right?
This too. In fact, it almost, to me, the sweet factor tastes like peanut brittle. You know what I mean? It tastes like it's got like a peanut brittle taste to it.
There we go. Isaac.
What's going on, Isaac?
Signed up. Let's go.
I don't know if you've smoked this, Johnny. I'm trying to think.
It's literally just about to blurt out. I swear I smoked this.
Okay, maybe you have. Maybe you have.
There's something very, very close to it. There's just something about it. I feel like I've smoked it.
No, we'll find out. It'll be interesting. The coffee and leather is like punching through.
What's up, Toby?
And it's not a bad thing.
John's not here, so I'm just going to take a guess. I think this has Nicaraguan tobacco.
Yes.
Somewhere in there, for sure.
Okay.
It's like definition of like that. And you just called it out, like that leather coffee, like that richness.
I don't know.
I'm going to go a step further and say jalapa.
Yeah, you got to get real specific. The seed type.
Yeah. Honestly, I have no clue what the fuck I'm talking about. So,
all right, Rain Man.
I'm not great at identifying countries or region unless it's super obvious, but for some reason something's tasting Honduran.
Okay.
I could be totally fucking wrong.
Yeah, it's too early for me to start
Man,
telling you.
I'll almost agree with you on that, Carpy, because last night when we were in the Cud, my second cigar that I lit up was that Crio Honduran, and this has some similar notes to it to that cigar, so I can see where you're coming from with that.
Okay. What's going on, Sal? Cherry
Hey,
sweetness,
Sal, what's up, buddy?
toasted bread, medium roasted coffee, grilled. I do kind of see a grilled meat, little saltiness, grilled meat in there.
Yeah.
Some pepper, leather, cinnamon. He's in the second third already. Okay, he's going
third.
Cheater.
There we go.
How's construction for everybody? I mean, this.
I think he figured by the time he posted this, we would be in the second third by the time he got to his comment.
Okay.
That's probably why.
Pretty good on mine here.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful.
All right.
Yeah.
It really had a nice wrapper. It smelled good. Like you could smell the tobacco, and it had a nice sweetness on the cold draw. So.
Well, and it's like the wrapper is good and evenly wrapped on it. Like it's tight, but like if you kind of squish on the cigar just a little bit and stuff, it's just nice and, mushy and fluid. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right, Terrence. I want Terrence to make sure he calls it out when we're grading it, because I want to see if he thinks he gets it right.
Man, sweetness is ramping up through the nose on this.
Everyone's
and
getting
it really
real
doesn't have a
specific.
lot of sting to it. I mean, it's a very smooth French exhale, man, for real.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't want to say the retro is boring. I just wish it had more to it. It's kind of like it's fleeting. As soon as you let it out of if you let the whole thing out of your nose, you get all the flavors at once, and then it just
not
kind of
quite sure what that accent
it's
was.
monotone.
It was some sort of fucking
It's
hybrid.
Yeah, it's a monotone taste and aroma coming through the nose. It's just the same through and through, and then it just dissipates.
Mud? Skinny. Come on, man. Mud? Wait till you find out this is an auto skinny. You're gonna be
Is that the same thing as dirt?
You're gonna be writing an apology.
Dude, I'm
drawing
really enjoying the retro on this.
All right, I'll have to keep trying to focus on the retro. It's kind of meh.
It is airy, like it just vanishes right away.
Really?
Which is, it's not bad. Like some cigars linger too long, and you're just like, oh, it's a little bit too much. Like,
I've got a lingering sweetness that's really nice.
Yeah,
my taste is like it's coming through, it's coming out. It kind of clears off the palate and the nose, and when I puff it again and re-experience it, it's fresh.
What's going on, Anthony? I'm glad you finally got a pack for August, which brings up, if you guys don't have a pack, they are relisted on Small Batch. Head over there, look for the monthly packs. You'll find the Cigars Unbanded pack. Grab it now, and you'll be smoking this in August. So it'll be a good one.
What's everybody drinking tonight, man?
Give you one guess.
Nothing too crazy.
But energy, what a monster!
It's bootleg seltzer, dude.
Well,
Great
for me, this is a very special occasion, guys. So I had to break out the most special, delicious bottle of bourbon that I own. I'm going to share it with you. I don't know if you guys have ever even seen this or not. So this is Maker's Mark VIP. Okay, see the gold wax on it? They call it God wax. This bottle was made 20 years ago. And I went to Kentucky with my wife to visit her family. They live in Louisville. And we went to the distillery and went to the store, and I bought that bottle. And you can see I haven't sipped on it much. But look how dark that is. I mean, this whiskey's been in this bottle for 20 years, guys. So I'm going to pop that out tonight and take a little sip of it. And I like to, I have my special Glencairn with the stem on it.
Nice.
And I'm going to pour a little bit of that. And then just to kind of tone this down a little bit, I've got my Glen water with my pipette, and I like to put 3 drops of water in this thing, and it's absolutely perfect. And this stuff, I tell you what, it is just to die for. I mean, just a almondy cherry balsa smell to it, and in
Cheers.
honor of you guys and having me here tonight, I'm drinking the best whiskey in my store.
That's awesome.
Cheers, man. That's
Cheers
awesome.
to that. So you said, I mean, I know you have a nice little bourbon collection and you're into barbecue too. Do you think all of that, tasting notes from the alcohol and kind of deciphering what you're getting from bourbon and then all the different flavors from barbecue, you think all of that has helped your journey and kind of your tasting notes experience for cigars?
100%. You know what I mean? And I'm a hell of a cook. I've been cooking for years, and I just love to cook, and I love to play with things, and I love to come up with my own recipes. And, I make my own barbecue sauces and all that kind of stuff. And playing around with that and doing all that really, has really helped me develop my palate to where I can pick up things that are just, off the chart, off the wall, weird stuff. That's why I was trying to, like I said, it smelled like a bottle of something. It smelled like a bottle of truffle oil, black truffle oil is what I was trying to come up with. And I use all those different kinds of things to cook with. And so it definitely has. In fact, I'm probably going to start doing some barbecue and cigar pairings on my channel. And I'm going to call it Cigarbecue. And that'll be the segment, and I'll cook some stuff, and I'm not going to be like, this is all how I make it. It's just going to be like, hey, I'm doing this, or put some rub on it. I smoked it on this kind of wood, ate it, and now I'm smoking this cigar, and just kind of have hey, this really went great with, this Wagyu brisket or this tri-tip or whatever,
Nice. What's your favorite thing to barbecue?
Wagyu brisket. Yeah.
Okay.
Stone Creek Farms. You can order them online. They make the best American Wagyu there is. And it's expensive, but I tell you what, barbecue is all about the rendered fat. And there's nothing better than, a brisket that is just, I mean, the flat has every bit as much fat in it as, like a point on like a choice or a prime brisket. And, it just melts down, and it's just so succulent and juicy, and the thing with the Wagyu fat, guys, is it's actually healthy. It's non-saturated fat. It's not unhealthy fat. I mean, you're eating it, but it's actually healthy for you. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it just gives off such a great flavor and such great juice. I mean, you could almost take a piece of it like a wet rag and just squish that fat render into your mouth. It's that good. But yeah. I like that, and I like cooking ribs. I'm really good at ribs. I've been cooking baby backs for years, and I got some really good baby backs. And I like smoking some tri-tip, and I like just doing a little bit of I don't cook much pork. I've done, like a lot of pulled pork, like some shoulder and stuff like that, but I don't, it doesn't do well with my, my surgery that I had, my gastric bypass. I can't, so for some reason, I just can't, process that very well. So I kind of stay away from it.
JD said, you had me at brisket.
Right on. Well, come to Kansas City. I'll cook you one, dude. We'll slice that baby up and go for it, and then take that point and turn it into some Kansas City burn-ins, and dude, it'll be the most succulent thing you ever put in your mouth.
There it is.
Yes, sir. There you go. Well, come on with it, man. I got a place for you to stay.
That American Wagyu from that Snake River Farms, I made the mistake of letting my kids try that. I had made bacon in like a cast iron pan, and then I poured the grease out, and then I cleaned the cast iron pan with a little bit of kosher salt.
Yeah,
and then I seasoned the ribeyes with that, and then just did them in the same pan, and then finished them off in the oven. And they're like, "What is this?" And I'm
yeah.
Now, if I get like choice, they're like, this isn't as good as that one time. I'm like, it's not as expensive either, guys.
Yeah. Can we have
It'd
this
be nice-
agreement?
It'd be
No,
nice
we
if you
can't.
could buy like Wagyu tallow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you could buy Wagyu tallow, a lot of your cheap meats would taste 10 times better. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. We got a couple guesses. I saw Nick here saying he thinks it's Mexican San Andreas over Nika. He's calling that. And then Sal chimed in. He's getting Añejo vibes in the second third. Okay. I did see Sean's comment before I switched out. Creaminess. I'm starting to taste a little bit more creaminess too. It was like a dark coffee, like a espresso, almost like in the beginning. It's kind of tapering down for me, getting a little bit creamier. The peanut is starting to stand out a lot more now. Floral's ramping up, and the pepper is slowly backing out of the profile for me. I don't know if Johnny, you getting any of those experiences?
Yeah, I was literally thinking that. Hear me out. I think I want to get this cigar and I want to smoke it in solitude. I think this cigar has a lot of subtle changes that we might be missing. Pepper's definitely taken a back seat through the nose and on the palate. Cedar has been kind of replaced through the nose with like this sweet coca, but that spice plum is very, very present. And at the end of the retrohale, I'm getting like this spice I'm kind of unfamiliar with. I want to say it's like Christmas spice, but it's not. It's like fruitcake spice.
What's a Christmas spice? First of all,
allspice.
It's like
Christmas
sharp.
cookies.
No, like I don't know how to explain it. It's like sharp and like tree-ish. I don't know. Like I don't know. I'm so bad at this shit because I don't know.
It's almost like a pine nut. You know what I mean? It's
something
like a pine nuttiness on the French Exhale. Now
there's like a unique spice at the end of the retro that is not common for me in cigars. And on the palate, I think it's improving a lot on the palate. Spice, unfortunately for me, black pepper has taken a back seat. But there's initially like this chalkiness that comes in, and it immediately turns into like creamy powdered brown sugar mixed with some kind of bourbon aspect, like a sweet, not fruit, but some kind of sweetness that I have a hard time describing. And it kind of reminds me of like a sweet bourbon, because I have had bourbon before in the past. I'm just not a fan.
Okay.
But I really do like this cigar. I'd like to get it and smoke it by myself.
Gotcha. All right, Sean. Yeah, anything to add to that?
Well, for me, the pepper has turned more into a little bit of a subtle pepper, but I'm getting a tang, so I'm going to say it's more of like a lemon pepper now than a regular pepper is what I'm picking up on that. And then definitely like a pine nutty flavor on the French Exhale, but I am getting a creaminess. But it's man, the creaminess to me it's more like a buttercream, like a really good molasses buttercream or a caramel buttercream.
Felipe?
Yeah, I agree with them. Someone called out earlier in the chat like marshmallows, and I can get that. The texture too. It's like rich. It's funny how it has changed now. Like it's a lot richer, and it's lingering. It's delicious. A lot of woody notes as well.
Carpy, what do you got?
Yeah, I don't want to cut it off real quick, but sorry, because Felipe made a very good point. It's like brown sugar marshmallow on the mouth. That's what it is. It has that texture of marshmallow where it's kind of chalky, kind of powdery, but kind of creamy. Like it doesn't make sense. But when you say marshmallow,
it doesn't.
That's it. You never had a chalky? Whatever.
I have. I'm just busting your balls. Carpy, what do you got, man?
On the draw, I'm still getting like there's a little bit of leatheriness to it, and then it's like that smoked cedar I was having from before. On the retro, I'm still getting some of that floral note, but I'm getting like a kind of like a creamy caramel like sweetness and a little bit of that vegetal hint. I think Felipe may have pointed out, But then when you said pine nuts, I just made pesto the other day. And there is a little bit of a pine nut thing lingering on the palate after the retro.
Right?
And then on the
Yeah.
And then on the finish, there's just like toasted peanuts, a hint of leather, and I'm getting like toffee sweetness. But I see what you guys are kind of talking about with like the marshmallowiness. This is pretty good. Skinny's just saying it's all kinds of dirt.
I know.
He's smoking the wrong cigar.
Maybe.
I don't know. We're gonna have a chat with him in the Discord after this. He's gonna be like, tonight.
God forbid it's not a Davidoff or a Ferio Tego.
Hey, you don't know that yet. So buckle up, everybody. Buckle up.
Speaking of Davidoff, have any of you guys smoked the Davidoff Royale? Anybody smoked any of those?
Both sizes.
Really?
The Royal Robusto?
Yeah. There's a...
Yeah, we did a Benji on that.
Did you? Did you like it?
I liked it. I didn't like it at $100.
Yeah, no shit.
Michael. I didn't know if you were ready to come in, but I just threw you in.
What's up, dude?
Yeah, what's going on, everybody? Sorry about my tardiness.
You're fine, man.
Congratulations again, buddy.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah, a little work promo for Michael.
Yeah, it's a good week.
Nice.
I want to address this. Cufflinks asked me if I have a favorite non-barbecue dish. Probably. I'll be honest with you. One of the things that we eat a lot at my house. I mean, we love enchiladas. You know what I mean? But it's such a pain in the ass rolling them and taking the tortillas and frying them in oil so that they're nice and pliable and all that stuff. So I make almost kind of like an enchilada lasagna. I call it enchilada elevator, and I take tortillas and layer them, and then I take my meat and cook it up with a bunch of onions and garlic and turmeric and all that stuff, and put like some sriracha powder in it and shit like that, and then just layer it with just tons and tons of cheese. That's something that we cook a lot in my house, the enchilada elevator. And then as far as like meats or something like that, I mean, I love poultry. I smoke a lot of turkey, I smoke a lot of chicken, but then I also I've got a really good recipe for cordon bleu, man. And we got a guy that I used to work with at Lake City that, he raises chickens, and we get, fresh, kill of the day breasts from him. And I get some really good prosciutto from a local Italian deli here, with some Gruyere, and roll those up, and then take them and, bread them. And then I brown them in just butter. You know what I mean? Just brown those in butter. And then I make a mushroom gravy, with some wine and some butter and, mushrooms and a few other things. And then I take that and slather it all over the top of those cordon bleu cutlets, and then bake that. And then, dude, when they come out, oh my God, that is that is a treat.
I'm so happy that I ate before I came. Yeah. Do you do voiceovers for like food commercials or infomercials?
Me?
Yeah.
No, dude. I just,
dude.
I've been a show off ever since I came out the womb. You know what I mean? I had, I got a pretty photographic memory, and when I was a little kid, man, my parents, had records, and my grandparents had records, and it was like a lot of like comedy stuff, like, old Dave Gardner and Bob Newhart and Jonathan Winters and all that stuff. And I'd listen to all those records. Well, I'd memorize those skits. Well, my parents would put me on the fucking spot when company would come over, and they'd be like, Sean, do Dave Gardner, do your Dave Gardner, do this, do that, So I've been like performing from a young age, you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's cool.
If you and Felipe ever do a collab, I don't know if I could handle it. I think those voices would just be too much for me to take.
Bro, can you guys do like a meditation album to sleep to or something? Because I swear we got revenue streams, boys.
Yeah.
Yep. ASMR channels once we get banned for cigar stuff.
Yeah.
There you go.
Sean is saying, can you say built Ford tough?
Yeah.
Built Ford tough.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
It's almost like the EA Sports guy. You ever see him in person?
There you go, Sean.
Oh, God.
Oh, man. And then, I always got Simon to chime in. Simon's got a pretty great fucking voice, too,
Mhm.
Yeah. How did that come about? Or you just want to get creative with it?
Like I said, I just wanted to do something different, you know what I mean? And, nobody's got an AI co-host, dude, and hardly anything anywhere, And I thought, man, this would be a cool way, because I'm by myself a lot, you know what I mean? And I'm new to cigars. So it's not like I've got, 20 buddies that are within 15, 20 minutes of my house that I can call up and have them come over and hang out with me and shit. So I've to do episodes and to have somebody else there with me to jive with. So I just made up my own, my own buddy, and he's Simon Q.
It's pretty cool, man. It's pretty cool.
Thank you.
It's definitely unique, like you said. I don't think I know of any other YouTubers using an AI assistant off the top of my head.
Yeah.
How's the cigar starting off for you there, Michael?
I like it. I feel like the draw is a little tight on mine, so I might have to go grab a plunge here, see if I can loosen this up a bit, because it does seem a little muted. But when I wasn't listening in on any of the flavors. We were just driving back from dinner.
Okay, it ramps up in the second, third.
It seems pretty mellow. Like there's not a ton of spice that I'm getting. I get a little bit of chocolate notes, some earthiness. Seems pretty just mellow to start off with, which is fine.
Yeah. Second, third.
At about the halfway point, I had to give her another cut because draw was getting a little tight.
Yeah. And this is the first cigar that I had a chance to smoke all week because I've literally been running around family all week.
Yeah, you had some birthday celebrations, right?
Yeah, it was the wife's birthday yesterday, along with my promotion news. So we had two things to celebrate, which was cool at dinner. Mm-hmm. And then my father-in-law has been with us from Japan all week. So we went Grand Canyon 3 days ago. We took him to see my parents today. And then we also did a hike up in Mount Charleston 2 days ago. So, 600 miles driving and going everywhere.
Yeah. How was
we
Grand
made it to
Canyon?
Long John Silver's.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
That was the highlight?
Okay.
Was that the highlight?
No, definitely not. Definitely not. Grand Canyon was, so I've lived in Vegas for over 30 years. I've been to the Grand Canyon one other time, and it was a helicopter tour sponsored by Absolute Vodka, where they took us on a chopper, dropped us into the canyon, and we had dinner. And then they flew us back out. That was cool.
Yeah.
That's the way to do the Grand Canyon.
Right.
The whole driving 2.5 hours each way and just going around the tush for the West Rim. Yeah, no. It's for the birds.
I was impressed when I was there, especially because we went to Phoenix and we flew pretty close to it, so you could see it from the airplane, and then you just realize how immense it is. And then we stayed there the night. That's when I proposed to my wife, so it was a little extra special. But we did the sunset, which was spectacular. But then we woke up early to do sunrise. That was pretty crazy to see, just pitch black, and then just a tiny sliver of light comes, and the whole canyon just illuminates. Dope. That was awesome. Very cool. Wow.
It is very epic because you don't realize how small you are until you're put in scenarios like that, right? Yeah. And then you're just like, man, this thing is massive. Yeah. So I agree with you on that. There was also this badass Mexican Chinese restaurant about 45 minutes away in Arizona called Adobas. Solid.
Huh. Okay.
Solid.
Was it busy? Because when I was there, it was a nightmare. It was touristy, just people everywhere. Nightmare.
It wasn't too bad. The buses were maybe, how they have the shuttle buses that take you all around?
Yeah. Those
were maybe half or a quarter full.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was talking
Mexican,
to
Chinese. Wow. So did you get like a fajita rangoon and shit, or
No. So like they don't combine them like fusion. They just have both.
I know.
They just have both sections, and you could just rock and roll. So like I had like peppered beef and broccoli and taquitos,
Wow.
and both were fantastic.
Sounds good.
You know,
yeah.
That was my question. Is like, is it beans and pork fried rice? Like, how does that work?
yeah, right. No, that's like China Poblano, you know, fusion stuff. That's all.
We when we were at the Canyon, I struck up a conversation with one of the guys that works there, and you know how the railings are not really railings. Like you can definitely go over. And I was just talking to the guy. I was like, man, you guys must have, you know, some issues sometimes. He goes, dude, you wouldn't believe how many people fall a year just because they're trying to get like that last picture, like, you know, with the canyon. Yeah, with the canyon behind them, they keep shifting and moving, and they don't look where they're going, and they just fuck straight over, and that's it, man.
So you know how they have that sky view, the little like glass kind of bridge that you can walk out the canyon and back in?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I have a fear of heights, right? I don't know if I've ever publicly admitted this. But my wife is like looking at me before we go out there because, like, you know, you have to go with a guide because the railing is so, you know, short.
Yeah.
So like for every 4 to 10 people, you know, you have a person. So we're sitting there waiting for more people to show up, and my wife's like, "Are you gonna be okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine. Why? What happened?" She's like, "You're sweating. And you don't sweat." I'm like, "It's hot outside. What are you talking about?" "It's hot. It's 109 degrees. What do you want me to say?" And she's like, "No, how long are you gonna last out there?" And I'm like, "Well, it says, you know, maximum 15 minutes. I'll do 2, and I'll come in under the average." And she's like, "All right." So I immediately get down. I immediately get out onto the glass, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's fine. I can see the cliff." And then like you go out to where there's nothing, and I'm like, "Yep, I'm good. All right, I'll see you guys at the other side." So I just kept on walking like straight around, and she's like, "Hey, can you like take a photo of me and my dad?" And I'm like, "Yeah, make it quick. Come on, get in the little pose."
Yes, I am, Sean. Hey, shout out real quick, man, to Puff Brothers Cigar Club that just joined, man. That is some of the guys that I met up at the Outlaw Cigar Bar a couple weeks ago when I was up there, and Perdomo had his big deal and got to hang out with Nick and stuff. I met those guys. They're some local cigar smokers here in Kansas City, and just welcomed me. And you know, like I said, I bought a box of those Perdomos, the new legacies, and I gave each one of them a stick, and then those guys gave me some sticks back, and we sat down and drank and talked, and it was great. And I plan on having them over to do a segment on my channel with those guys. So hey, Puff Brothers, thanks for coming. Appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome, Russ. I hope you cut that cap again, because anytime I get some tar coming through, if you give it another cut, maybe it opens things up and kind of solves that issue. I get that with the torpedoes a lot, not so much, you know, round shoulders on a Parejo like this, but no tar for me. Everything's pretty good. I mean, I'm getting close to heading into the final third here.
I don't know if it's just me, but this is doing the Drew Estate thing where it's just like constantly smoking. I don't know. I'm not saying it's a Drew Estate, but I was just like, I was just staring at it for a long time.
I haven't seen anyone else say Drew Estate, but
it is putting off a decent amount of smoke, though. You are right.
Here we go.
It's doing that little dumb Drew Estate constant smoke, you know?
Johnny's definitely had this before.
He has. He has. He told us. Before he lit it up, he told us.
Russ said he cut it and there's no more tar. That might have been what was going on with me. I just got like low light in here, so I didn't really look at it. I was like, oh, no good. Clip.
Yeah. Mulling spices. Great. Mulling spices are Christmas. That's what Keith is saying.
Keith knows.
Keith knows.
I hope this isn't a Drew Estate. Because the other 10 I smoke will not be like this.
Oh, it's true. It's true. Nick is getting a little vegetal undertone on the retro. I'm not getting that. I don't know if anyone else is.
There's a little bit back at the beginning of the second, third, I think.
Mm. And Jonathan said toasted marshmallow on the retro. Good call. Yeah, you can see it on the palate. Not so much. Okay. So Johnny, how's the car coming? We making progress this week?
No,
Nothing?
working, nothing.
Just ordering more parts.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. My mini tub should be here after the weekend.
Oh, sweet.
Very nice. One of these episodes, we got to get your camera mobile so you can kind of like walk us through it when it starts progressing. You know, that'd be fun. That'd be a fun little segment to see the all the work done to it.
It'll be on YouTube as well.
Okay.
Right.
You gonna get back into some like mechanic stuff?
No. First off, watch your tone, buddy. No, just I'm gonna put it on there. So,
Okay.
but I'm not gonna go back to no. I'm not.
Here's my toolbox. You're not gonna do that?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Which I don't understand why that's so popular, but yeah.
It is the unboxing of tools. That's what that is, man.
I get it.
Yes.
You know, humidor tours, unboxings, which I think we have an unboxing tonight. Carpy, are we doing that still? Okay, we'll check that out in a sec here. But yeah, that's why everyone loves those, dude. We all want to see the toys that everyone else has.
Heck yeah.
Edgar, grease monkey shit.
Speaking of unboxings,
Oh,
I
what do
actually
you got?
I got a bomb from Mr. Tony Larenko today.
Oh, we got dual Tony Larenko unboxings. I think that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Weighing in at about 4 pounds.
4 pounds, 10 ounces.
Mine's about 3.8.
So we have 2 Tony Larenko unboxings, and we have an hour left of this show. You're never going to fit this in.
I'm
It's gonna be.
I'm willing to bet both boxes are going to be similar. So we'll just have the guys go through it. Everyone
We'll
loves
speed
to see
run them.
Yeah, it'll be great. It'll be great. Let's touch on some flavor notes going into the final third. Then we'll do some unboxings and we'll do a rating and all that good stuff. We'll start with Johnny. Any changes, buddy?
Sorry, caught me off
No.
guard.
Take your time.
If there's changes, I'm not noticing it because of the environment that we're in. But no, it seems pretty consistent right now, and it is, to me, insanely enjoyable. So a little bit of the spice came back, but then it just went away again.
What about you, Felipe? Any changes over there?
Yeah, the sweetness has kind of died down for me, and that creaminess is still there as well. Lots of leather. It's a nice, strong, bold cigar for me.
I'm not getting any nicotine kick though, so it's just full flavor. This isn't like that Viso Horny we had last week, where that
No doubt.
that we all kind of felt coming, literally. Sean, what do you got?
I'm starting to pick up some coffee notes, man. I drink a lot of coffee, and I'm really picking up like a dark Blue Mountain Jamaican coffee. As not like an espresso, but like a pour over. It's like a deep, rich, full, just amazing. It really tastes like Jamaican coffee.
Yeah. Carpy changes for you?
Not really, but I mean, I'm still in the second third, so.
Yeah.
That coffee, I do see coffee coming onto the profile. Maybe the sweetness is dying down a little bit, but there's still some there.
I'm enjoying the flavors. The transitions in the second third were very good for me, and going into the final third, it's kind of holding. It's maintaining all those flavors. So no real changes for me, but I'm enjoying it. So far, so good. And Michael, it's probably transitioning yet. Are we getting anything building?
Yeah, man. Picked up really nice. I'm enjoying the second third as I'm kind of just coming out of the first third, or just about to finish the first third. But even at the tail end of the first third, it's picked up really nice.
Very nice.
Nice.
What?
I think that I heard marshmallow. Somebody said when I was in the green room. Kind of get a little bit of that.
Excuse me, gentlemen. I'm sorry. I got somebody knocking on my door. It's probably fucking Larry wanting some Carrillo 15 years. Give me a minute. I'll be right back. I apologize.
Okay. Oh boy. Well, let's get an unboxing going. Who wants to start it off?
I don't care.
Come on,
I don't
Carpy,
care.
break it open.
Bust it open, man.
I already took the packaging out of it, taped it back up. I was like, I'm not gonna fight. He packs his shit really well.
Yeah, no, these are
So-
pretty.
Yeah. Look at that.
Oh,
There's
crap.
more.
Let's get that full screen, man.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to see
All right,
those arms.
well- I'm gonna AI that later.
Please don't put 2 dicks on there, please.
Well, he's going to now. Why does he fucking say anything?
There's already a photo like that.
Oh no. Oh, no.
No, I did that too. I had like this one piece of shit that I worked with, like in an old position, and he had like where he was holding up 2 bottles. So yeah, I had to superimpose 2 dicks on that.
You have to at that point, right?
I
You
had
have
to.
Yeah.
All right. So this one, there's a bunch of different nubs. The glare. There we go.
Oh,
And there's a Sam, Oliva V Lancero, a Chinchale, and 2 Island Gyms.
I've never had an island gym. I don't think.
Neither have I. So
Okay.
that should be neat. And this guy, he's got, let's see here, Illusione, a Aganorsa, Villiger, a Surrogates, that Patoro that you were crumbing over. So that's cool. Mission L'Atelier or whatever. Cuesta Ray. Some old Wawenses, a Melanic, and a Rare Fusion.
Oh Jesus! Look at it. Hold on. Look at this full screen for a second.
You will take all your cigars out of your humidor and send them to me, or I will crush you.
Oh man, this production level is amazing. All right, hold on, Darth.
He said, "All right, hold on, Dork."
We got the Conor McGregor cigar. Let's see. The Leaf by Oscar, the Broadleaf LE, the Broadway, the AJ 10th, and then a bunch of AJs and the El Baton.
That'd be Matt's new favorite pack. All those AJs in there.
Yeah, yeah. We've got a Array del Mundo, the Sumatra wrapper. My Father, the Judge, I think the one that got Cigar of the Year, that Matt had better luck with than I did. So maybe if I smoke it again, it'll be good. Aging Room Nicaragua, the new knuckle sandwich thingies, and some other miscellaneous stuff. There you go. People can see, they got eyes. I don't need to say all of them, right?
Yep, yep.
He sent me a second bushel.
Okay.
This HVC 10th that just came out, Angel Cuesta, all of the legacies, an Atabay,
A Neo.
let's see, a 20th something or other, yeah, and a Neo, and then
Is that a
Millennium
premium? Did I see a
Bandolero
premium?
Premium. Fuck yeah, you did, bud.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And then the Bentley cigars,
Mm-hmm.
whoever those are actually made by, a bunch of Ferio Tego, a Serie M from this year, which I happen to enjoy. I enjoyed it better on review than I did on the show. I think that's one of those that like Johnny's talking about, where it's like some of these cigars were doing a disservice by talking while smoking them. You just don't pay attention to them enough. Then that Cavalier Broadleaf that I think Peter wasn't exactly in love with.
Didn't love it.
And then Tantico Valladares, whatever this is.
Okay.
Damn.
And an Asylum Sensorium, which I think that's like a expensive Asylum.
Is that an obnoxiously sized one too? What's that baby look like?
No, it's like it's an 1118,
Okay.
so it's regular sized. And then this one's cool. I don't know if this is Plasencia's first cigar, but it's close. It's a 2004 Plasencia,
Oh shit.
and then a 2004 Perdomo Habano, the Perdomo is 2004, the Plasencia is 2005, and then a 2012 Alec Bradley
Tempest.
something.
Tempest.
Is that what that is? Oh yeah, down on the foot.
Yeah, sound on the foot.
Oh yeah, it's a EP.
Because I got the same.
I think you guys got identical packs.
Yep. Now Leave Me the Hell Alone. 10th anniversary.
Damn.
My father. And 2 lighters, because I think he keeps on seeing me in my videos have like goofy lighter malfunctions. He's like, fuck, take a lighter, man.
Here's a lighter, bud.
As always, thank you, Tony. I don't know what I do to deserve these things, but that's awesome.
Man.
Fucking 73 cigars and 2 lighters. Jeez.
Wow.
What? Thank you.
That's awesome, dude.
He must want you to come over and remodel his kitchen and shit or something.
Yeah, right?
Michael, I'm guessing yours is pretty identical to that.
Yeah, I mean, like, definitely with the well-aged vintage stuff. There's, I believe, a couple of differences in the packs.
Okay.
I now have the Ray Lewis cigar, which I did not know had his whole entire, like, game mug on there, but that's kind of funny.
Yep.
There's some Olivas that I've never seen before in this particular bundle, along with the new or last year's like limited yearly in Figurados.
Is that the Monticello?
Yeah, the Monticello I have never seen.
That's an exclusive to some shop. I don't recall.
Oh,
Yeah.
Damn, it's my thing.
It's the people that own Ashton.
Okay.
Holtz, yeah, it's a Holtz exclusive. I really, really enjoyed that cigar. Peter threw it in a fire pit.
Okay.
Was it that one or the Black Swan? Because that one was tough too. I can't remember.
No, it was the Monticello. You toss it in the fire pit right in my face. So
Love you.
Yeah, so like the Project Broadleaf, the Odd Job, which I haven't tried, but I did have one in my humidor that's been resting for a little while, so that's cool. Another El Popo from the Eel, Filthy Viking, some Diesel stuff, and Oscar Verderes.
what Murcielago is that?
That is the Echo Hall.
That's the Cigars Daily Retro Hail. Is it Retro?
Echo Hail.
Echo Hail.
Echo Hall.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Some Perdomos that I've never tried, like the Legacy and the 20th, as well as like the Banker and some of these guys down here. And then pretty much like every Guy Fieri cigar that you want to smoke, along with the Ama del Cielo in another size, so I can possibly give that a better rating. The Rocky 2011 Unica. This is one that Hound Dog turned me on, and I ended up getting a box and sending that out to some of you, I think.
Yep.
So that's like one of Rocky's better smokes for sure. And then a whole bunch of AJ and my father stuff. The 100 Años and Les Bijoux, which I thought was halfway decent. You know, get to revisit that. The Nicaraguan series, which is my favorite, at $5 a stick, if you can find it. Like, solid. Yeah, and that's it.
Very nice.
Oh, yeah.
So about 65 cigars. No lighters, but I'm good on that. Thank you, Tony.
Well, I don't have a pack, but I've got something that I've kind of been working on that I'd like to share with you guys, if you don't mind.
Oh, let's see it.
So been kind of trying to like come up with some blends, you know, because some of the cigars that I get, you know, just kind of shitty. So I've been taking some stuff and, you know, like CAO Brasilia and what is that? The Yagua and like Deadwood Dominicana and just to have something decent in there like Carrillo, Ipi Carrillo, Endure. You know, I smoke a lot of those. I really like the box press on those. And just kind of blend them together and stuff. And, you know, but there's, you know, special technique that I use. And it's, you know, basically I, you know, take the cigars and, you know, I put them all together like that, you know, and they're, you know, unbanded, but they are wrapped with government issue Lake City Army ammunition duct tape.
Yeah.
And then it's a really good blend, and they're all uniform, and here's the foots. There's the foots are there, and the wrappers and stuff. And I was
Are
trying
you
to come up.
verifying RH?
I was
Sean,
trying
before.
I was trying to come up with a name for this, and the most ample name that I could possibly come up with is this is called the More Peter.
More Peter.
And I was thinking, well, fuck, how am I going to cut this thing? So I was like, well, I don't know if I can cut it with
10
this
steps.
and shit. So, I got a good buddy of mine that, works at Milwaukee, and he came up with this specially designed cutter, for me to, cut this with. And it works pretty good. You just have to work it just a little bit to get it just right. And then, oh man, the draw on that, just amazing. I mean, it's just like breathing through 4 fucking cigars. You know what I mean?
Who would have thought?
It's pretty incredible.
Yeah, you have to. If you haven't seen the video yet of our buddy Eric at Midnight Cigars, he took a 2-liter of like Coke, a bottle, and he drilled out like 10 holes, and he stuck 10 cigars in there.
Oh my god!
And then smoked it out of the spigot part of the bottle. And I don't think he's going to do it anytime soon, but that video is worth a watch at least once.
Wow. And then I had a really good buddy of mine that works at Coleman that made this special lighter for me to light this sumbitch up with. And fuck it, I'm gonna give it a try. I've been wanting to try this for a while now, and
we don't advise any of this, by the way. This is not normal cigar smoking technique. It lit pretty good.
So I'm getting the sweetness from the dead wood,
Yeah.
And
getting any sulfur from the propane?
A little bit, man. It's more like it's more like ether, an ether taste.
I don't know if that's going to enhance the flavors of cigar number 2. It's worth a shot.
I don't know. I'm hoping that this will cleanse my palate so I can come back with a fresh take on that.
You're like a mad scientist over there.
Yeah, I'm old and I got a lot of fucking time on my hands,
You're having fun with the hobby, and that's all.
That's it, dude. That's the whole thing for me.
Yeah.
And I've had more fun with this than just about anything else that I've done. You know what I mean? And it's been really cool, and just playing with different stuff and trying different stuff. And Carpy, I know you've been like getting into pipe tobacco and stuff, and my local B&M, they got a really, really great pipe section over there. So I've been thinking about maybe hitting some of that stuff up, because the stuff that I put in my pipe is a hell of a lot more expensive than tobacco. So I gotta, I gotta find a little bit cheaper alternative, if you say.
For sure. You just got to remember not to inhale the pipe tobacco. It's weird at first.
Yeah,
it's a little different. Yeah.
I don't. The only thing I inhale is my cigarettes and my bud, man. I don't inhale anything else. And I will say this though, I got really, really shit hammered one night, and I've had my first CAO Brasilia. It was the box press, and I started hitting that, and I kind of thought I was going to sneeze, and I inhaled it, and it was like, oh shit, that was smooth, So I hit that thing, and I started inhaling it a little bit, and it did pretty good. But man, once I got past the first third, it was like choking me out like crazy and shit. So I was like, nah, let's not do that anymore.
Yeah, it's not good. Definitely getting mad scientist vibes, Enzo. But where we at on cigar here, gentlemen? We're getting close to the rating, I think. Let's touch on some final notes. If you're smoking with us in the chat, please let us know what you're getting, and then we will throw this up for a tier system. So, Johnny, take that puff. Let me know what you're getting, man.
For the last 10 minutes, I haven't even paid attention to this cigar. So let's just throw that out there. I think
good.
I think after the second third, this thing's been pretty linear, or at least what I'm, like I'm just sitting here having a good time. I'm not even paying attention to this thing for quite a bit. So, but I am thoroughly enjoying this cigar. I would like the spice to kind of come back, and I'm hoping it does that, at the tail end of this final third, but we'll see.
Okay. Felipe, any changes over there?
Yeah, it's really been the same after the second third. It's starting to kind of die out a little bit, where like that airiness is coming back. But I'm mainly getting like a little bit of peanut, leather, and the spice is gone.
Sean, I know you just had a different cigar in your mouth, but coming back to this one,
it helped, man. I'm really tasting this, so I'm picking up. 'Cause like I said, I do a lot of barbecue. I'm picking up we use this wood in Missouri. It's called hackberry, and it's kind of a mix between like pecan and peach wood. It's almost a fruity wood, but it has a real deep flavor to it. So I'm picking up like a hackberry smoke. And then I'm still picking up like a little bit of the peanut brittle, and then I'm kind of like a little char. I'm getting like a poultry skin that's seared in duck fat is what I'm picking up.
Oh, all right, sounds good. Michael, how's the? Whoa,
Jesus Christ! Poultry skin seared in duck fat? What the
Dude,
fuck?
Don't you ever use duck
What
fat
the-
spray to cook poultry and shit, dude? It's the bomb.
Some chubby fat? Some chubby fat right there?
You know it comes in a can, $8.99.
What the fuck? Dude,
Michael, how's this?
Fogie.
Oh, go ahead, Matt. Go ahead.
What's up?
Fogie, how are you, dude? How's
I am
Fogie doing
doing-
on the stream?
Phantasmagorical, Maddie.
Fuck yes.
Old Maddie shows up to the show. I was cracking the fuck up on that, dude. Oh shit!
Are you lighting up?
dude?
How's Fogie doing?
We're doing good,
How's he
man.
performing?
He is
Is he
performing.
natural? Is he a natural?
Not bad. Might take your spot one day. Job security.
Hey, anything could happen.
Are you lighting up number 2?
Yep.
All right. We'll touch on the flavor notes. Michael, what are you getting over there?
So the spice really ramps up, as well as the retrohale, the flavors all in the second third, which is where I'm at now, like almost the halfway point, right?
Yeah.
And I also like the chocolate. I like the earthiness. There's still that marshmallow kind of roasted note to it, along with like maybe even like a little bit of raisin on the back end, like a raisin sweetness. So I kind of like that. But yeah, so far so good.
Oh goddamn!
Carpy, what do you got?
Draw's pretty similar to the second third. The retro's got more spice, and there's a little bit of like a fruitiness on the lingering on the palate. That caramel note's gone though, so I'm kind of bummed about that. But
Yeah, no real changes for me going into the final third. It just got a little bit more espresso-y, darker leather. Spices had pretty much faded out. There's no fruit note, no baking spice anymore. Definitely took a step back with that last few puffs. I put it down and lit up something else, but I think we're ready to score the sucker.
now let's take the suggestion of other people and let people get their votes in before we start talking about ours.
Okay.
Give it a minute or two.
Mhm.
All right. The polls in the chat. If you're smoking along with us, feel free to vote on the cigar. Let me get that up on the screen. Where is it?
This
There it
feels familiar.
is. Uh-oh.
Hmm.
So during the questionnaire that I put on in the Discord on a couple different questions, someone suggested you should let everyone vote in the chat first so we don't influence anyone's score. So we'll see how that goes today. I can't see the results yet because I don't want to click anything, but let us know in the chat what you're going to score it, final thoughts on it. Felipe will pull them up in the chat. Got a couple B tiers already.
Got an A tier.
A tier from Sean, nice. Oh, bless you.
Oh, dude,
Thank
you
you.
invited your life coach? That's cool.
My life coach?
Yeah, your life
Ronnie's
coach is
in the chat.
Oh, Ronnie's in the chat.
Yeah.
He didn't realize that when you change your name on YouTube, you can't change it again for like 30 days. So he did this as a joke, and he's now stuck with it for a while. Either that or he doesn't know how to change it. So
Joke's on him.
He doesn't care. He doesn't care.
no.
How was Ronnie on Monday's show? I didn't get a chance to watch it yet.
He was Ronnie. It was
Yeah.
basically his Instagram live streams just with 6-7 other dudes watching him.
Nice.
Yeah.
It was 99% Ronnie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The man can talk. The gift of gab. All right. I think that's enough time waiting on everybody. Carpy. Well, I'll go first. I'm gonna give this a B tier. It was kind of teetering between A and B for me. First third was kind of a B tier, subpar cigar. Second third is where it shined, and then it was pretty good going to the final third, but then dropped off again for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this a B tier. Let's see where the results are at right now before we go in. We got 12 for B, 9 for A, 4 for C, 1 S, 1 D. So a little bit of everywhere, but Carpy, what are you going to go?
I gave it A. I really liked that second third. First third was okay. Second third was great. Final third wasn't as good as the second third, but like there was more fruitiness in the final third for me than there was in the rest of the cigar. I enjoyed it.
Nice.
This is
Felipe.
very good.
Yeah, I gave it an A tier as well. I think what Johnny said is correct. Like I would love to smoke this by myself and pick up the nuances, but I enjoyed it, and the construction was great as well.
Okay. Sean, where are you going to vote?
Well, I'm going to rate this as smoking, man. This thing, for me, was delicious. I like the fact that it started out. It didn't kill me on the French exhale right off the bat. It was just, and I liked how it progressed. It was like I could definitely tell different tasting notes, distinct changes in the cigar throughout the thirds, and the construction was just amazing, and draw was good on it, and I really enjoyed it. So I'm going to rate it as a smoking, which is my top tier.
That would be S tier. All right. Johnny, what do you got?
Surprise. If there's only one S tier that was voted, it's mine. So,
Okay.
but I mean, I know some people had some minor issues with construction. Mine performed flawlessly. So, right off the bat, I thoroughly enjoyed the massive amount of spice that I got at initial light up, and I really like the transition, and I would like to buy a box of these if they're reasonably priced and smoke this cigar, not with you guys.
Oh,
Were you talking about us or the chat?
Yeah.
Anybody.
Oh, okay.
This is
By
one of those
himself.
cigars where, like, I can end or start my day. I'm not going to ramble on, but I'm saying, like, for the first 30 minutes, I can really, really enjoy this cigar. And when that linearness really just kicks in, I can move into what am I going to do for the day, or watch a movie or a TV show or something where I wrap up the rest of the
an
cigar.
episode of Columbo.
Would
Or
you
Matlock, sure.
would you, if you were smoking this cigar by yourself, watching YouTube videos, would you hit the like button?
I always hit the like button, Michael.
Okay.
It's very
Double
easy
check
to
because
do.
some people
Yeah.
have not hit the like button on this yet.
They might not have
You like that?
index finger.
That's
Yeah,
good.
I don't know. If you can light a cigar, you can hit the like button. I don't fucking understand it, but whatever.
Word.
Michael, I know you're not at the end, but where's the cigar trending for you?
Right now, I'm like in between a B and an A, as of halfway
Mhm.
point. So
Okay.
I'm gonna smoke it all the way through, and I'll let everybody know. But that's kind of where I'm at. You like the Dwayne Wade lob, right? So Johnny,
It's good. It was very nice. It's very nice. And Matt, since you just lit up, like first initial, impressions, how's it treating you?
It's really freaking good. This reminds me of a cigar that would be made at Noxa. Like I don't know. It's really, I'm digging it. It's like Saka-esque, but like I don't know if Saka makes a size in this exact size. I don't know. It's really good. Chocolatey, fruity, not too peppery. I know OCD mentioned a blast of pepper at the start. I didn't get that, and I'm a wuss. So I'm loving it so far. It's not the Camacho LE. It's not the size.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, I have no idea what it could be. But I think it could be made at Noxa.
It might be AJ, because Cigar Hound Dog does not sense AJ Spice. He has been fully turned around on AJ Spice.
I'm desensitized.
What a world we live in.
Dead to AJ Spice.
Like, part of me thought it was a Punch Diablo or something in that realm, but I didn't quite get as chocolatey as that. Yeah, I agree.
Good.
It is too good.
I've never had a punch. What's a good one to try for my first one?
I like
anything from Cuba.
Right?
Habanos.
Yeah.
It's Johnny. So tell him your favorite punch. Is it the Diablo?
I mean, of the two New World Punch cigars I've smoked, yeah, it's the Diablo.
I like the Rare Corojo. I think that's a good cigar.
I really haven't smoked a lot of punch. The only reason why I went with the Diablo is because I heard it had a large amount of spice and it was made by AJ. So,
all right. Well, if we got any guesses in the chat, Terrence, you called it, right? Terrence, I think he said he knows what it is. So go ahead and say it.
Oh, Johnny, shit. So it is that.
What?
So it is AJ.
I didn't say that.
He thought it was the
Didn't Terrence say it was a Tabernacle?
No. Somebody else said Tabernacle vibes.
Oh.
They don't have this size on Tabby.
You guys want the makeup of the cigar since we're getting into it?
I want to hear it's from Jalapa.
Well, the wrapper is Nicaraguan. It's Habano. And then we have the Nicaraguan broadleaf binder. There is Honduran in the filler with some more Nicaraguan.
No clue.
Zero.
No idea.
But I've smoked this.
Okay.
I'm loving it, man. This thing is, I'm going to nub this sumbitch. I'm ready to smoke it all.
This thing's damn good so far. It's
really
really good.
By the makeup,
I hope it's a
Drew
Crown Heads. I hope it's a Crown Heads, because this would be a turnaround for them.
Yeah.
We ready?
Yeah.
Well, no one got it. It is the Rocky Patel Year of the Snake.
Yes. Nice.
This is a $70 cigar.
I got one of these in the humidor, man. I almost bought another one today. They're
yes.
Like
that's for a 2-pack.
Up at Outlaw. I swear to God, I picked one of these up today.
Great cigar.
Yeah.
I changed my rating to positively.
And what a
better
great
than the Dragon
to add to the pack, man. I mean, this is an expensive cigar to be thrown in the pack, man. That is awesome.
$35 cigar.
Yes, sir.
In my opinion, this is softer than the Snake, than the Dragon. I mean, the Snake is softer than the Dragon, especially with this being a newer cigar. This is it's not as punchy as the Dragon was when I reviewed it.
Got more nuance to it. Like, Johnny, this is the cigar to like grab a couple and smoke it not on the live.
Yeah, this thing
nice, Diesel. You're gonna enjoy those, man.
Wait,
so to all you hockey haters out there, look what he can do. He can make a freaking real. I had no idea what it was before. I'm smoking it right now, and I'm loving it. I'm a little bit partial to Rocky, but this is for everybody that had Rocky hate. Look,
he
can make a damn good cigar.
You just got to pay $35 for it.
I was just gonna say, but it's at like $38. That's
bro. When you blend 100, when you blend 100 different sticks a year, I mean,
hey,
cast a pretty wide net, bro.
It's stuck to the wall.
Yeah,
but I mean,
much better than the Conviction.
Yes, yeah, and it's not a cigar I would really mind paying $35 for. Like I would buy that again if I saw it, and I've smoked two.
Will buy this.
Yeah, I've smoked two, and it's consistent.
It's a third of the price of the conviction, and so far, like an inch in, it's, in my opinion, it's way better. The conviction was just like an earth bomb to start.
Super disappointing.
Does our unbanded subscription applies to this cigar, correct?
The discount code?
Yes.
I believe it does.
All right, perfect.
Yeah, if you get the packs, you can use code CU15 and you will get 15% off.
Nice.
All your purchases at Small Batch, or for things that apply.
Did not know that.
Now you know.
And
Sweet.
free shipping.
That's true.
It's always free shipping, isn't it?
It is when you use the code.
Always.
There you go.
It takes me longer to unwrap my cigars from them than it does to smoke the cigar.
They don't mess
Loving
around.
wrapped with bubble paper.
Yeah.
They don't mess around.
They don't.
Jim, I hate me some Rocky.
You remember? Did any of you guys ever watch the Jamie Foxx, Tommy Davidson booty call movie back in the day? So there's like
I know I have.
There's this dental dance scene where he's trying to like figure out how to use the fucking plastic wrap as a substitute, and that's what I think of every time I open up something from Small Batch.
Yeah. No, I got that reference. I got that one, Michael.
Never gonna not think about that now every time I unwrap something.
Yeah. That pack could go down with the damn Titanic and get picked up by a submarine 20 years later, and you could still smoke them.
Sean's got it. Sean's got it.
Terrence is saying that's Placencia made.
It says it's made at hold on. Tavakasa. I can't pronounce this.
Tavakusa. That's Rocky's factory.
Mm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Terrence has been wrong before, like the Chef Special 25. So I've heard.
It might be
That's a bad
Placencia
cigar.
tobacco, though.
Very
He
well
could have
could
been
be.
referencing a different cigar
Yeah.
in the chat, and we just didn't catch it. Isaac said, "So happy I voted B, changing to a C." Come on, man. Come on. Yeah, there we go. We snuck a Rocky in there. I think that's the first Rocky. Is it
First
Is it?
Rocky ever on CU?
I think so.
I mean, yeah. Aside from the conviction, that doesn't count. Yeah.
That doesn't count. Yeah, that was shenanigans.
Terrence says Rocky's factory is on the Placencia premises.
Little cross pollination.
What does that mean? It's like a wart growing off? I don't get it.
They probably just use a lot of Placencia's tobacco, but don't want to pay Placencia to craft the cigar, so they
They just
rented
bought the
a
land
little-
next to it.
a little plot next to them. Yeah,
They're like, we have cheaper
shipping on
rollers.
tobacco is dirt cheap.
Oh man. Yeah, I'm sure
Go,
Leo's got
Rock.
about 10 of those boxes. I think he should be happy.
What
What's
are
up,
you
Randall?
sipping on, Fogie?
Oh, dude. So check this shit.
What do we got there, bro?
I was telling them earlier. So I went to Kentucky to visit my wife's family about 20 years ago. They live in Louisville. We went to the Maker's distillery, and I've got a bottle of Maker's Mark VIP.
Yes.
It's got the gold, what they call the God wax.
Mhm.
I've had this bottle for 20 years. Still got a little bit left in it, and my God, it's angels come, man. It is insane, and it's just like
Mother's
I only break it out for super, super special occasions, and this has definitely been one for me. So that's what I'm drinking tonight.
All right.
It's
But,
from
but I take a little bit. I take a little bit of water. That was blessed by a Zimbabwean witch doctor, and put 3 drops in it, and makes it perfect. It turns it from liquor into potion. It's amazing.
Beautiful.
Nick, no one is going to choose that cigar over the 21st Distinguitos. Nobody.
But it still can be good in its own right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Both
I'm sure
could be.
there's plenty of people who do that. For second cigar, gentlemen, I had a Fuente little guy, but I needed something with a little more kick, so that we went to Generoso from 2023. Very nice.
Got this pre-release Wanderlust. I think Ronnie sent you, then you sent me or something.
Yeah. That's 2019. Did it say on the sticker?
Little Habibi hand me down there.
Didn't say on the old sticker that your wife wrote.
That's my handwriting, by the way. So thank you.
I know. I just have to bring it up every time. It's so pretty.
All right.
Peter does have some
Yeah,
pretty
you must
handwriting.
have great handwriting. Yeah.
I had two older sisters. They helped me out.
As a lefty too, that's impressive.
Hey,
Yeah, that's
man.
crazy.
I just stopped using hearts for my eyes a few years ago. But
Looks like I'm having a fucking seizure when I write, and then Peter's just
Yeah.
Christ.
the Romacraft Wanderlust.
It says the year at the end, doesn't it?
It's gorgeous. Is that Disney font?
Is that Disney?
Oh, it does say 19 there. I didn't know. I got so lost in it.
Got circles for the eye dots?
All right. Take it easy, everybody. Oh man, what else do we got? But yeah, nice cigar. So that finished off in a B tier, I believe. B tier. So we had a tier last week and a B tier so far. So July starting off pretty good.
What did we smoke last week? What was the cigar?
Viso horny.
Your Viso.
Oh, the Viso. The Viso, yeah.
Surprisingly good.
555.
Yeah.
An experiential cigar. You felt that cigar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. So
The 555,
Thank
you
you,
puff it
Terrence.
111 times and Beelzebub comes up out of the ground.
555. Yeah, I see what you did there. So yeah, Terrence sent out our packages today from Cigars Daily because we are going to be doing a August episode with Tim, and that won't be an unbanded one. It'll be like a brand one. So I think it's on a Monday or a Tuesday. We're going to be smoking something from that sample pack. It's either going to be an exclusive, Cigars Daily exclusive, or something from the Viking series. I'm not sure what's in the packs yet. Terrence wouldn't tell me.
Terrence did say he blessed the packs, though. He blessed the packs by touching them.
Yeah.
That's all that matters. That's all that
Is Terrence
matters.
going to join us?
He's
Along with
more
you?
than welcome. He's more than welcome.
Those cigars
Terrence.
are now 90% sexier.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He's got to dress up though. Fit check.
I mean, we know he'll be dressed.
He'll be dressed. And if Billy's there, maybe they'll just do it from the studio. We'll just have Cigars Unbanded versus Cigars Daily. We'll just have the whole crew there.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see how that goes. But I'm looking
Tell
forward
Tim
to
to live stream it.
it. Yeah. That'd be.
Invite on Crowder, bro.
Yeah.
You see Kyle Whippert, his comment. As long as he didn't rip ass out of the bag, that's all I care about.
Oh, jeez. Come on. Terrence is classier than that.
Yeah.
I hope he's laughing.
Yes, I'm sure he is. What else we got here?
This is fucking good. This is
It is,
really
dude.
fucking good.
I'm almost getting down into the fourth.
Dude.
Incredible.
You're finding thirds in that, Fogie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll give you the fourth notes here in a minute.
Dude. Yeah, Terrence said he sucks the air out of the bag. So he's like, it keeps the pressure, I guess. No oxidation if he vacuum seals them.
Yeah. Oh, Bill saying Booty Call is such a great movie, changed my life.
Yeah. Changed all of our lives.
Pretty spectacular.
I totally forgot about that scene until you brought it up, man. Oh, jeez.
Because I'm sitting there like, God.
Yeah.
If I don't get like a personalized letter from Terrence in that pack, I'm gonna be upset.
He sends me one.
I wanted to start with "Hey, sexy" or something like that, and then
You don't think that Tim lets him use pens, right? He could write like help messages, like help me and let me out.
Oh, man.
That was
Some
good.
of the pictures he takes when he's putting all that stock away, he looks miserable. It's just pallets of cigars. Like, I got to do this today. And he's just standing there.
And he's a zombie. He's a fucking zombie.
Dude, retail inventory sucks regardless of what the product is. It always sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Always sucks.
Well, it's getting a little hot in the fourth, and I was thinking about maybe going back to the more Peter, but I think I'm going to go grab another one right quick out of my humidor, and I will be right back to join you.
Sounds
All
good.
right.
Cool.
Oh,
Yeah, I
man.
like Terrence's pictures. So like, look what we just got in, boys. It's like a new release, and he just looks like he wants to die.
It's like, bro, blink twice. Blink twice.
Yeah.
You're okay.
he knows his next
It's like
day is
Yeah.
just fucked.
100. It's like 110 outside. It's like standing with the pallet there.
Yeah.
That's like
Full
the worst
suit.
part about Arizona.
Full
It's
suit,
warmer than
though.
here.
He's dedicated.
And
Yeah.
boots.
That's a dedicated man.
Mm-hmm.
They all just got to wear Chubby shirts. Be much
Yeah.
better off.
Yeah, everybody would be much better off if they were wearing Chubby shirts.
Well, I couldn't
That
think
print
of
actually
anything.
looks like it would hold in a lot of moisture. Like if it were like a humid day,
He's damp.
have a big old sweat ring on the inside of your Chubby.
It's luckily it's not. Yeah, it's luckily it's not that thick. I could see that though. Just any print doing that, but it's not like a super dense print. At least it's fucking Etsy. You know.
Yeah.
Well,
What do you
for me,
grab
this has been such an honor and everything to be here, and I'm celebrating, so I had to go with fucking God's Whisper.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
bro, nice.
That's what I'm
Delicious.
talking about. I think that's Carpy's favorite, right? Out of the Opus series.
Yeah, I love that cigar.
Man, these things, I bought a box of these, and I was just like, good googly moogly, man. These things are just so incredible and just the best tasting cigar I've ever had.
What was I going to say? Oh, this comment from Joshua. The new Cohiba that came out. Did you get that, Matt, at the shop?
Huh?
The new Cohiba,
Huh?
the Spectre. You didn't get that one?
We don't do general. We don't carry general stuff right now.
Gotcha. I did see the video of Terrence opening it up. It looks a little clunky when it opens up, but it's still, the presentation is beautiful on that thing.
Yeah.
Oh, look who's checking in from Japan.
Hey,
Mm.
what's
Mr.
up,
Ward.
Roger?
Yeah, what is
Roger.
it? 14 hours ahead over there, so it's like 2:00 in the afternoon.
I'm sure he's having a great time.
Domo arigato gozaimasu.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. You
Hey,
go,
shit.
Fogie.
Hey,
Jeez.
man. You know, I may be a freak show at times, but I got a little culture in class. I've been
Fogie, what's the best cigar you've ever had?
This best
The God's
cigar I've ever
Whisper.
had. Yeah, I really like the God's Whisper, but something that's not Opus. Man, probably I'm going to say that Padron 50th. That 50.
It's a great
that
cigar.
50.
Natural or
God,
Maduro?
Man, that thing is good.
Natural or Maduro?
The natural.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I wanted
Okay.
one to be a little heavier, you know,
A little spicier.
be a little spicier. Yeah. I
Have
haven't
you had the Maduro?
I've got one, but I haven't smoked it.
Yeah.
So good. They're so freaking good.
Yeah, we're talking about the Viso now. I messaged Dave. I was like, I know you had them before the show went live, and then they were sold out like the next day. And he's like, yeah, we moved all of our bundles, and they're waiting for the second release to come out. So I think he's working on a new blend too.
Sick.
So that'll be interesting to see it come out. What else we got here? We're getting at time almost. Oh, there we go. Got to run it by Tim, but he'll join if he can. Nice.
Somebody said Tim will have Billy on and not let Terrence.
Aw, man.
We won't
That's-
stand for that.
That's not right. What do we got here? Daughters of the Wind, Pony Express is S tier so far. Yes, it is.
Great cigar. And a small batch exclusive. Great
Mhm.
friggin' cigar.
Are you sweating over there, Johnny?
Yeah.
How bad is it?
Fucking 93 point something.
Oh my
God, man.
It's like my wife when she's in bed and she's got like a sweatsuit on and 4 blankets. She's like, "It's warm in here." I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You want Johnny to take off his shirt. We get it.
Hell yeah. I think everybody does.
I just want to turn my fan on, but damn it, you know.
I
Carpy's
wonder why
yelling at
that
you.
doesn't work. Like I turn on this fan sometimes and you guys don't hear it blowing right at the back
It's
of
an
my neck.
industrial fan. It is kind of loud.
Yeah.
I'll send you a fan, Johnny. We'll get you a little one.
I mean, I could just
The smallest.
Yeah. What's up, Brandon? How you doing, man? All right, boys. Well, I think we're at the end of the show. We'll wrap it up here, and then we'll head over to the Discord and hang out for a little bit. Finish all these cigars. Sean, anything you want to plug on the way out, man, with the channel?
Yeah, man. So I got a bunch of new segments coming up. Like I said, I got the cigar barbecue thing coming up. Gonna do that, and I got something that's I'm gonna be putting up this weekend that is just gonna blow your goddamn doors off. I mean, it's gonna be great. I got an amazing intro for it, and you guys will have to come check it out. It's gonna be really good.
There you go. Make sure you're subscribed to the Old Fogie Stogies on YouTube.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
I appreciate the support.
So tight.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure, man.
Such good content, dude.
Thank you.
You're very passionate about it, and it shows in your work. It's tight, dude.
Thank you. I do love this, man. I mean, it's been, I'm 56 years old. I've been through hell and back 3 times, and, I'm at a point in my life where I need to do what my grandma Terry would say, you need to simmer down,
Yep.
And that's exactly what this does for me, and what a cooler way to share my passion about a new love, about a new thing that I really enjoy. And, putting that content out, man, I love doing it, dude. It's fun, and trying to come up with something new and keep it fresh is a challenge, but one that I'm, up to the task for,
Yeah.
Yep. For sure.
YouTube doesn't need another, reviewer that does everything else like everyone else, because that's what a lot of new guys show up doing. They just emulate who they've been watching.
Man. They just copycat, and they don't, they don't have anything original, and it's just like, God bless them, let them do what they want to do.
Sure.
But I'm that's not what I want to do. I mean, I don't really even do reviews.
Right.
I just kind of share my experience of the cigar, and the things that it does and the stories that it brings up. I mean, like, I had that one where it was like, I was tasting that one cigar, and it took me back to that, place in Little Rock, Arkansas, the chocolate creme brulee. You know what I mean? And it just sparked memories, and I love that about it. And that's the kind of shit that I want to share with people, is how this makes me feel.
Yeah, it's very
Also,
cool.
the Death Star Cigar Bar tour was dope.
Thank you. Yeah, after 30 years of marriage, I can finally smoke in my fucking house. That's
You're winning.
That's been a fight. No more going out in the heater and wrapping up in the fucking 40-degree fucking sleeping bag and all that bullshit. I can or no more out there sweating like a pig. I can sit in my chair and enjoy my bourbon or my coffee and jam out on some fucking Pink Floyd or some Kiss, and just chill.
Yeah, just be you, man.
And play poker, man. We play poker a lot. In fact, my son's got a bunch of his guys coming over Sunday night, and I don't have shit to do Monday, so I'm gonna get shit hammered and win some money.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Get
Great
the invite,
plan.
Johnny. Get the invite, Johnny. What do you got coming out, Mr. OCD?
3 weeks.
I will do something. No,
It's been 3 weeks.
I know.
Heartache.
I'm gonna do the El Pupo that you sent, Peter. I will say though, be be prepared for like a long rant. Like it'll probably be a long video. I'm gonna bitch about scumbag people who drop off their pets, and hopefully crypto will keep blasting off, and we can talk about that.
Can't wait.
Maybe some poker wins too. Been crushing it again. So
All right.
Nice.
Tortas.
Tortas. No tortas. No tortas, please. Save it for the group chat. What do you got coming, Michael?
Moving on.
Let's see.
You missed the group chat one today, Peter. You'll see.
I didn't miss it, bud. I didn't miss it.
His wife checks his phone, so he didn't react.
I played it a few times just to make sure I got it all. Look good.
Johnny.
Well,
yeah.
I appreciate everybody's support on the mid-year list. That was the fastest video to reach 6,500 views. It took all of about a week.
Congratulations.
So,
Hell yeah.
thank you. So that was pretty badass to see. Yeah. Thank you guys for staying with me. I know that the last 6 months, the content hasn't been as frequent, but I've managed to remain somewhat consistent. So I'm hoping that now that
man. I enjoy watching it, dude.
Thanks, dude. I try to, always find the time to put something out every week if I can. And I think that now that we're kind of on the other side of the transition into the new role, hopefully, by middle of next month, we should be returning to more, as soon as the heat kind of levels off, hopefully. We'll see. But yeah, I'd like to do a little bit more live stuff when football season rolls around and stuff like that. So I have some ideas, different things we can do.
Juice.
Yeah, that's about it, man.
All right. Hound Dog, what do you got coming?
Just always shit's coming out.
Shit's just always coming out. Bean pig over there. Felipe, what's the next cigar?
Well, I actually going to start shooting my humidor tour. So
nice.
That'll hopefully be the next, at least one part of it. So
nice.
Got to get those numbers.
Get ready to drool, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I don't know about that, but it'll be fun.
It's going to be great.
Well, I'll be drooling. I'm gonna have to put a bib on one of them lobster bibs.
What about you, Carp? What's coming?
I think Friday I'm still clearing out videos from February, so I'm gonna do the Miracle
from when you're bundled up.
Yeah, people are like, it's still cold there. I'm like,
got my cap on.
Yeah, I've got so many videos in the bank, and then I might do the C&D the Beast on Saturday or something.
Little pipe, nice.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
All right. I will be gone for the next 2 weeks. I'll be in Portugal. I'm gonna.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Inmates are running the asylum, boys.
Now you're gonna be eating well, buddy.
Yeah, I'll be having a great time. Carpy's got the cigars for the next 2 weeks, so he'll be doing all the hosting and all that good stuff. But I'm gonna smoke the cigars before I leave. That way, I know how they are, and I'll throw some ratings up on my IG. I'll leave them unmasked, but I'll rate them. I'll have them posted for the Thursdays.
Sweet.
We just get the channel deleted by the time you get back. Like, what happened?
Today's topic.
Yeah. That's the way the mice will play.
Today's topic.
It's going to be a different show when I get back. I have a feeling. Can't wait. But other than that, I don't think we got anything else planned. So the guys will see you next week for cigar number 3. The packs are available now. Head over to Small Batch, pick up a pack for August. Smoke with us in August. It's been a good pack so far for July. A few more to go. But I think that's it. Sean, thanks for joining us, man. It's been a pleasure.
Man, thanks so much for having me. This has been a blast. I tell you, I felt like a fat kid in a cotton candy machine. It's just like all day I've been like trying to, hone everything that I was going to do on the show. But like I said, the coolest thing for me, guys, and this is just coming from the heart, man, for somebody like me, just an old guy that lives in Missouri, you know what I mean? I ain't nobody, I'm just a freaking, over glorified digger, and, I started watching your stuff and I was just like, wow, these guys are the shit. You know what I mean? They are having fun doing what they're doing and just chilling out. And for me, in such a short period of time to actually be on this live stream with you, it's a dream come true. So thank you very much for having me. I really enjoyed it, guys.
We appreciate it.
Thanks
man.
for coming on,
Yeah,
dude.
man. Thanks,
Hell yeah,
dude.
man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're the man,
Holy shit,
Fogie.
Sean.
Thanks.
Absolutely.
Thank you, man.
And for everyone else, we'll be heading over to
Thank you,
Cutting Out
Michael.
a Chill for a little bit. So we'll see you over there. Have a great week, everybody. And we'll see you on the next one.
Peace.
Later.